What's up, Bulldogs? All right, so just finished my 2-mile run. It was one of my first runs, basically my first, I mean, I guess I did a run on Sunday, but since I'm back to running to the Bulldog mindset, it's interesting because it was hard. 2 miles felt like a long time. Coming from a guy who ran 50 miles straight, right, and ran marathons and ultra marathons, it's regularly running 20-mile runs. It's pretty funny when 2 miles feels like that. But here's the thing, you know, a lot of times in the past when I've had this outlook, or when I've started running again, or try to get back to running, or get back to where I was, whatever it is, diet, anything like that, I have basically tried to get back. I have felt bad about myself because I'm like, oh, I used to be able to do this and I need to get back there. I can't believe I lost this. But I mean, two things. One, it's been a long time, so I think that's what's going on. But also my perspective has changed on this as well, with, you know, getting back to Bulldog mindset and thinking not in terms of I need to be able to run very fast or very long, but in terms of I need to get back to Bulldog mindset, which means just doing the hard shit, whether you feel like it or not. And hey, if 2 miles is hard shit for me today, that's still hard shit. It doesn't matter. So I think that has made this feel good because I did what I'm supposed to do for today. And that's the thing, you know, I keep on having to remind myself throughout my life, right? Which is that what's going to make you feel good is doing what you need to do for that day. And that's all you really got to worry about. You don't got to worry about tomorrow. You don't got to worry about the next day or how much progress you're necessarily making, as long as you're planning out what you're going to do and you do the things that you're supposed to do for the day, right? And so I get a win for this week in that area because on Monday I did what I was supposed to do. Today I've done what I was supposed to do. I still have a few more hours worth of work and some things I need to do, but I'm basically doing what I need to do, and that's awesome, right? That's all that I need to do. And you know, if I really want to readopt the Bulldog mindset, that's what it is. It's setting the schedule, it's setting the tasks, it's focusing on those things, it's moving forward and progressing on those goals, right? And I know that, you know, tomorrow I'm supposed to run 2 miles, and I think the next day it's 2 miles again, and it's like maybe on Sunday it's 4 miles or 5 miles, something like that. But it's not going to be a lot, right, for a while. So I can progress my way up, but before I know it, when it comes to half marathon time, I'll be running, I think, in this training plan over the 13 miles. Right now, obviously, I've run a lot of 20-mile runs, trained for a full marathon. I'm not trained for a full marathon. I'm trained for speed on a half marathon here. So, you know, it will get up there, and I'll be up running the hills again and doing that kind of stuff at some point here. But I'm right now, my focus is just on this objective, right? This objective of doing that half marathon. I want to get an hour and 44-minute time, right? Which is going to be tough. It means I'm going to have to drop probably 20 pounds here. I'm about pushing 250 right now. So really, yeah, 230 is even, you know, 25 pounds really is ideal for this. Actually, 30 pounds is ideal, which could be tough, but as long as I stick to the plan. I got the plan for the diet, I got everything I'm supposed to do, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more like Bulldog mindset. It's so weird because I felt like I had to give it up. And it's interesting too, I think I'll just kind of go on a little bit of a rant here, tangent, I suppose, is that there was a comment on one of my videos where the dude was saying, like, look, I'm in the same boat, you know, I got married or whatever, and I'm not single. And it's like, look, you're just kind of screwed, man, because a lot of the motivation that we have as men is chasing after women. It's just chasing after getting laid, right? It's like, but once you've got that, once you're married, you can't generate that same ambition and same drive. And there's a part of me that kind of agrees with what he's saying, and I think it could be the case. But I replied to the comment, I said, no, I'm pushing past that. I'm looking for, I don't remember exactly what I said, but essentially my view on it is that I'm not going to let that be the case. There's something more out there. There's another way to find this motivation to push forward. I'm not going to believe that it's just, you know, chase and tail. That's just ridiculous, you know. And again, I'm not saying that's not powerful, right? That is a lot of what gets guys in a, if you're honest, why'd you get into personal development? Why'd you start reading books? Why'd you start become, you know, developing your mindset and stuff like that? It's probably related to getting laid or to getting a girl or whatever it is. You know, it's most guys, right? Let's not be embarrassed about it. There's nothing wrong with that. but you got to grow beyond it, right? And I think that I'm feeling more the Bulldog mindset, and coming back to that. I at one point I felt like I had to give that up, right? Because it's not me anymore. Because so much of the Bulldog mindset was intertwined with being the show off of a guy that can impress the ladies and go up and pick up girls in Vegas and do all this stuff, right? That was dangerous and doing stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing. Like, so much of the Bulldog mindset became intermeshed with that I started to think that they were the same thing, but they're not the same thing. The Bulldog mindset is something that exists outside of that other John. That other John, he's dead. He's not going out there anymore to Vegas. He's done with he's moved on, right? He's got a new life, and that's great. But the Bulldog mindset doesn't have to die with it, and that's the thing that I do believe, right? And maybe I'm wrong. We'll see what happens here as I start pushing again, and pushing and becoming more disciplined, and and kicking more ass again, because that's what I'm about now. So it's so interesting how, I've talked about this before, just perspective is so important. It influences so much when you have the shift in perspective, or just the way that you're viewing the world. It really does make a huge difference in your life. And just one small perspective shift, one small thing that you see things differently, it can change everything. I'll give you one quick example here. Okay? You could be, the first example I thought of was not, I don't think it's the one I want to do, but okay. So let's suppose that you're just super tired, like you're just ridiculously tired. You didn't get enough sleep, right? It's been 4 to 8 hours maybe where you haven't slept, you've been working hard, you're just tired, you're just ready to go to bed, okay? Now, imagine that the glass in your window breaks and a fucking badger jumps in the window, all right? I don't know why I said that, but just imagine that, okay? Something to that effect. You're gonna get up, you're gonna have a bunch of energy, all of a sudden you're gonna run, right? You're gonna be amped up. Or, you could replace badger with something good happens. You get a call from the girl that you had this crush on for years, and she is confessing her love for you. Okay, you're gonna be up there, you're gonna be just suddenly full of energy. And so my point in this is that the perspective, right? That perspective shift, it's extremely powerful. It can change your whole physiology and your whole energy and how you operate. But the hack to life is figuring out how to find that right perspective, the perspective that's going to get you through what you need to get through. It's hard.